Charges always exist as integral multiples of elementary charge, that is, charge of electron or the charge of proton. We are talking here about numerical value because electron and proton both have the opposite charges. So, charges that exist in nature is either positive or negative, and they are always integral multiple of E. Michael Faraday was the person to introduce basic ideas, but the credit of nomination goes to physicist Stoney. He introduced the name electron. Now, what is the meaning of quantization? To go through into detail, we must know what's a quantum. Quantum itself simply means the smallest possible value. When you could assign to any quantity a minimum, a threshold value, means you could say that nothing less than this is possible, then that would be known as quantum. Like photon is quantum of electromagnetic waves. Similarly, you go ahead while dealing with Bohr's theory, there you say angular momentum has a quantum h upon 2 pi there. Similarly, here, while dealing with charges, quantum of charges E, it simply means that charge is going to be always in integral multiple of E, 2E, 6E, 9E, and so on. At the same time, we must reiterate that it's not going to be 1.3E. That is, fractional multiples are not allowed. Simple reason is that electron is fundamental particle and it cannot be fragmented. It cannot be divided. You see, science is always open to changes. Today, on this very date, we are in a position that we are saying that electrons are not divisible. We never know in future whether it is divisible or not. Future will clarify. Today's fact is, the biggest fact is that it's not going to be divided. Then it's a fundamental property of electric charge that it is quantized. It has the simplest small possible value. Nothing less than E is possible. Millicon determined the value of electronic charge, and then he insisted that there should be one basic unit of charge. Quantization happens because of the reason that electrons are not divisible. I told you. Now, what are the units of charge? In SI, we use the term Coulomb. In CGS system, we use the term ESU. You see, ESU stands for Electrostatic Unit, and this is also written as stat Coulomb. You might say it is CGS system. Clear cut, you could say in CGS system, the unit of charge is stat Coulomb, which is also known as electrostatic unit. The biggest unit that we use for charge is Faraday, that too in the honor of scientist Faraday. Faraday, this is equal to 96,500 Coulomb, the big unit. And you could say 1 Coulomb equal to 3 into 10 to the power 9 ESU. Likewise, you could say 1 Coulomb, 1 Faraday, you might convert into stat Coulomb. It's going to be 3 into 10 to the power 14 stat Coulomb. Stat stands for CGS system. While dealing with magnetism, you will use their absolute instead of stat. Here for CGS system, in electricity, we use the term stat. You see, quantization, I told you, it is ignorable. The quantization of charge is ignorable while dealing with macroscopic processes. But when you deal with small objects like electron, proton, atoms, then in that case, this becomes very crucial and utmost important. Now, one more idea, you say 1D graph generator was used to produce high voltage, and it was basically on the basis of electrostatic induction. I would clarify one more method that is called earthing. In the wiring of our houses, earthing is a very common procedure that's followed by electricians, and they often tell you while detecting the defects that earthing has gone deviated, earthing is out, earthing is defective. They use terms of this sort. The simple meaning, you see, first of all, you must know how the earth is represented. This is how we represent earth in electricity. One thick wire is taken and it's connected to the earth. That's buried inside along with a large fuse plate. Now you are having transmission, electric transmission in your house, and the wiring system has three wires. Two wires are used, those are known as hot wires. One is used for bringing, like artery and veins in the body. The wires, two wires, one brings the current, the other takes it back. And the third wire is known as neutral wire. Neutral wire must be given the access to this wire, that is earth with the earthing. Whenever there is any kind of leakage, you see, then this will carry the whole charge to the earth. Suppose some mishappening takes place and here the two wires get, it means short circuited, the two wires get in contact, that is undue. In that case, the total charge is going to be transferred to earth. So earthing is used for safety of the homely appliances.